it matter? We've got a lot of heroes that you seem to know a lot about.
I mean, obviously they've been copying me, looking at my amazing gameplay, and you know, Lycan, Lone Druid, all these heroes, even Viper, Sumeo. Like I talked to Boba, he said, just watch Matu replays. You learn the way of green heroes.
Well, there we go. And the green heroes are here. I mean, looking at the two drafts, we heard what the panel had to say. I mean, just looking at what we have, would you say a certain team in your eyes has got something a little bit better going on with these hero picks?
Honestly, it's tough to say because this Underlord hero is rough to estimate how strong he actually is, but I would have to give the edge to EG since the Viper actually like disables some of the passives, and it's really annoying playing Lone Druid against Viper because the bird just starts melting down randomly all to the poison damage, the neurotoxin and everything.
Yeah, I mean, because they have got pretty decent ways, I guess, of getting to the Lone Druid, getting on top of him. You can have this bounty that's constantly poking at you, Venge swapping and, you know, herself into range to get a missile off, and as you say, just having this Viper on top of you, Arteezy popping the ult and just getting in your face. There's a lot of things to worry about, but at the same time for VP, they've got pretty good teamfight, pretty good combos. The Dream Coil and the Fear from the Lone Druid can always be nice. You're also going to have that AoE control offered by the root from the Underlord.
I mean, I'm interested in how the game is gonna play out because initially I feel this is not the optimal Lycan game, that you want to play Lycan in. There's Underlord, like puck controlling you, just really hard heroes to kill. Like even Nyx has a ways to like evade the Lycan, even as the Lone Druid fears you and you're running to base with the maximum movement speed actually, so you're wasting your ultimate in that way. But I feel like if you get some nice play pressure going on, EG is gonna have pretty good chances in this game.
Oh, well, let's see how sort of the lane's set up. I mean, is there any early matchup that you want to that should be attempted to be dodged by one of the sides?
I think this team, like, usually you want a very good game on Pango and Underlord. Like both teams are actually just looking to get the best game for their offlaners. Actually, it's a Bounty Hunter offlane. Never mind that. Okay, Credit's playing the Pango, I assume. So usually a Bounty Hunter is a snowball hero. He really needs a good lane. If he doesn't have a good lane, his impact is not going to be so strong.
Yeah, we'll see if Crit can give us a bit of the FY magic that we've seen at this tournament on the Pango and support role. I mean, you know, without doubt, this hero, he can do so much from a position for you. You don't have to give Pango a core role for him to just pop off. He can take over the game. He can become a core.
I've seen some very sick Pangos. For example, Zai played Pango. He played against me. He perma-locked me for 8 seconds. I was like, wow. Can you do this with this hero?
Yeah,
I was amazed.
Lucky shot is still balanced, apparently. You know, it stayed as it is. It's still an incredible passive to have. You get those procs off, it can be very, very infuriating to play against. Especially if you're a hero like this Puck, you know, down the line, if no one gets himself silenced, it can be very, very irritating to dance around. I'll see how these lanes start off.
I kind of hate the nature of the RNG hero of Pango. Sometimes you proc the silence and the disarm, and you know, it's like, okay, I guess I'll die.
We'll see how Crit does with the luck today. It's bottom, Arteezy. It's going to be backed up by that Venge. Farming against, for the moment, the Nyx Assassin and the Underlord laning together. And so this mid lane, having the Puck against the Viper. It's, you know, no one has Sumeo, two of the best mids in the game. Is this going to go one way or the other, or is it going to be pretty much a trade farm?
I think it's a pretty evenly matched up. Obviously, Viper is going to at one point head to the jungle a little bit, and that way trying to outfarm the Puck. But the Puck has the base damage difference, like the advantage in this lane, so he should be getting some denies on the Viper.
Yeah, we'll see how well no one is able to hold that against Sumeo.
Overall, I think it's going to be a pretty boring lane. It's nothing really is going to happen. Both is going to farm, and you know, it just depends how the first early rotations go on the bounty rules, on the first catapult waves and 10-minute catapults. Usually the early game comes down to these points.
I mean, looking at the side lanes, is there a certain lane where you're saying when these heroes hit level 3 or level 2, they got kill opportunity, or is it going to be a pretty slow start across the map?
I mean, obviously, like the lane setups are pretty slow. It's Lone Druid against Pango, Bounty Hunter. Lone Druid usually unkillable on these kind of 2 melee lanes. He can always start pressuring with the root level 5, so not much pressure there. And Underlord versus Lycan Venge is Underlord just wants to farm the creeps, and Lycan wants to farm the creeps. Like, even Lycan is low 6 to kill heroes, so I think it's gonna be very non-eventful early game. I don't think anybody is gonna die. They're just gonna trade farm, and whenever they hit their timings, I'll be expecting some kills. So far, nobody getting incredibly zoned out of their lane.
All cores being able to hit the creeps at this moment in time.
The interesting part is top lane for sure. Once the Lone Root hits the level 5 timing, how EG is gonna deal with it, since they two melee heroes that really suffer against the Root.
Oh, we are gonna see Solo caught a little out of position here. Shuriken comes in, and bam, EG will be able to claim that first blood between Crit and S4.
The crit magic on the Fangler.
Getting that setup, getting those procs, those slows. Making it very hard for the Shadow Demon to walk away from.
Surprisingly, the Underlord is having an amazing game on the offlane actually. Whenever you give Pasha a free game like this, he usually just carries the game by himself.
Oh, look at this rotation towards mid. Roger, he's got a haste rune. He's able to come around the back and look for Sumail. No one is falling pretty low, so no one has to jump out of this. Spike Carapace will proc back onto Sumail. Sumail's still good to go, though, with the backup from EG. Crit and Fly coming in. I'll turn it around. They'll get the kill on Roger. And the Viper will survive. Sumail able to be salved up, as VP unsuccessful there with that hasted Nyx Assassin attempt. It was very close, though. They nearly had it.
It was a really good counter rotation, but I think it was a bit too optimistic from VP getting this kill. I felt like it was a little bit too forced. Like sometimes these things happen. You get a haste rune on Nyx and you really want to try to get the kill, but fortunately it didn't happen.
Up top. Again, just trying their best to keep the lone druid pushed back, but the farm looks very good for Ramses. 19 for free on his LD. Mid lane.
Actually, because of that dive, no one is completely out of region and mana, so I think the lanes got skewed to Viper's favor now. Also, the item build from no one is very greedy. He went for 2 nulls instead of the bottle, and 4-minute rune already spawned, so he didn't get the rune either. So now he has to ferry some region for himself and waste some gold actually.
We'll see Sumail once again trying to trade hits with no one, but he didn't do the maths.
Did he? Did he rune?
He didn't factor that into the equation there, Sumail, and well, Crit does try and hit the swashbuckle, but he won't be able to. That'll be a pause and quick no one, giving of course Crit the tip there for that attempted swashbuckle.
That is very non-typical of Sumail. You rarely see him die like that.
Yeah, that's a bit strange. I mean, I guess sometimes he knew that the puck had a DD still going, right?
Yeah, he knew, but I think he thought it's gonna like expire or something, and he could outplay him, but suddenly like the game is actually like salvaged for the...
Yeah, you get that solo kill.
Yeah, it's the perfect timing too. 5 minutes, you get to use the shrine, you get full HP. He got the gold for the bottle right now from the kill.
So now the greed's paid off. Having those 2 null tallies.
Exactly, it's just paid off. Like Dota is an amazing game in a sense that like fuck-ups can turn into something great.
They did.
Yeah.
They did for no one, that is for sure. It's top lane. S4. Going to be the RNG going is against him as the roots come out from Ramsey. I mean, if Ramsey gets another root.
Yeah, that was pretty close. I feel like this top lane is a lost cause for EG now, so they have to make some stuff happen.
Yeah, I mean, looking at all 3 lanes really at the moment, it's slightly VP sided, right, in terms of who's come out on top. As you said, Pasha's just farming away. No one's having that solo kill mid. Top lane, the lone druid's not getting pressured. I mean, EG, they recognize that, right?
Yeah, they're smoked up on. They know they have to make something happen. Because like these static lanes, they are not good for them right now. Because VP is free farming all 3 lanes, and this rarely happens. If you win 3 lanes, you usually win Dota. So they want to make a gank effort on the lone druid, but lone druid is being probably the hardest hero to gank in the whole game. Actually,
he can step back. He's actually able to turn, get a root, and trade some damage back onto S4. So that smoke from EG unsuccessful.
I would never advise to try to kill Lone Root. I mean, he has the defender, he has the roar to like send the people running back to base, he has the W for the heal, he heals himself when the bear hits, and it's like...
But then if you're EG and you know that you need to make some sort of move, who would you be looking to make the move on? Rather the Puck or the Underlord then?
I mean, I think they should take control of this bottom lane. This Underlord is getting way out of hand, and I think it's the easiest hero to gank too, like Puck with their heroes, Avenge, Pango, Bounty Hunter, or how do they gank Puck? There's no way. I don't see it, so I really feel like they should put some pressure on this Underlord, because I don't see the angles on any other lanes right now.
I'm talking about the greed. Look at this. Do you like this build? I mean, the greed's paid off so far. He said, hey, boys, I bought 2 null tallies. I got a solo kill. We're going full greed. I'm getting a Midas on the mid part.
He's my boy. I like that, but I feel like it's not necessary for this game, but obviously he has his vision. So I'm not really a puck player, but he has some idea. I feel like he thinks the game is gonna become a bit slower now, since I don't think EG is gonna be able to put any pressure on the towers, since the Underlord is really good at defending the towers against their pushes.
Yeah, I mean, looking at EG's lineup, what is it that their draft does well? I mean, they have this bounty, right, where they hit 6, they get the track. Would you say their draft's particularly good at killing heroes or objectives? Like, how do you look to get yourself back into the game in terms of catching up with the level of farm that VP are getting out of the lanes?
They actually just need to get kills, but I feel like the nature of VP's heroes is just really hard to find these kills.
They're all hard to get. All 3 cores are a difficult gank.
Exactly, and like in gameplay, you usually want to run down towers, but there's a puck and an Underlord. Like, how do you kill towers? Like, your summons just die on the tower.
I mean, Pasha, I mean, he's probably asking, is there anyone else in this game?
Yeah, exactly. He's just living the life on bottom lane. Like, I've never seen Pasha lose with a game like this, actually.
That's top, quick dust, and that's going to be a dead off-lane bounty.
Yeah, that's the melee life against Lone Road. You can't really do anything. I think S4 is feeling a bit lost. Like, he doesn't even have his ulti yet, so he can't really like go for the track kills with his boys.
And Pasha, he's going to get involved in a bit of action as they find Fly out and alone, and it really does feel it at the moment. EG, they're not doing a whole lot on the map. As P, they've had a very smooth and easy first 9 minutes of gameplay. There's the Midas stun for Ramses at very good time.
I feel like EG's only play right now is wait for the Lycan ulti and then go for a full 5-man move or 4-man move on one tower. And they shouldn't siege the tower, but they should actually just dive the heroes behind the tower defending, because there's no other angles right now for them. But then again, EG is a team that actually just wants to outscale your enemies by just farming.
But that's going to be hard, right? Because you're seeing a puck and a lone druid getting like a 10-minute Midas. So there's 2 10-minute Midases, really.
Exactly. And then you're seeing this solo Shadow Demon just farming a big camp stack for himself. It's like, while his carry is farming, his offlaner is farming, mid laner is farming. It's like, what is this, you know?
And there it is. The no-one Midas on the puck. Done before the 10-minute mark. He'll be queuing up that Blink Dagger next, and so far VP, they've not been punished at all for this. All 3 cores having an incredibly smooth opening against EG's lineup. See how the bounty runes go. It looks like that will at least be 3 going for VP. And we'll get the chase down on Roger. He has been tracked up, but no one is by his side. They get a stun out. Can they actually finish this kill? The Mud Golems and Wolves of Triumph, and they will get it. They'll get the kill. No one's able to quickly dodge the magic missile. Crit tries the swashbuckle, but doesn't get any procs to allow him to dive any further. So, I mean, they're killing the Nyx Assassin. We've seen pretty much this game. Now, EG, they have killed the Nyx. They have killed the Shadow Demon. But that's about it. They're not finding anything big.
The next kill was really good though. They didn't have to commit any big ultis for that, and now they can actually find some pressure points on the map. Like Arteezy is already pushing top lane. I feel like the supports might rotate there, or they do the classic EG move, which is just farm 3 lanes.
Well, CS4 that's going to head down at the same time. EG making sort of 2 plays at the same time. They lead up with the smoke towards the top. There's going to be Roger, though, with the counter players. The root is down. Samael getting feared up and smacked down, as that's the Viper dead. S4 continue to poke tracks out. They don't have vision upon him, so he will survive.
Yeah, that is an extremely greedy move to go for 3-2, your 2 support smoking top lane at the same time you go with your mid and off laner. There's so much behind, they can't afford making 2-man moves anymore. Like, I feel like they're not gonna work. Every time if there's even one hero behind the Underlord or the other guy they were going to, he's not gonna die. They're actually gonna turn the gank around.
So if they can get the tower deny up top. Oh, they cannot. Arteezy is able to get the kill on the tower.
Oh,
he's caught though. This dog's on a leash. It looks like the leash will wear off, and with that Arteezy can chase and get the kill. So a tower and a big kill for Arteezy. See if VP can shut it down. They don't have the route available from Pasha. Arteezy actually starts to turn a little bit. Has got Samael by his side. See if Ramses gets the route off. Roger's coming in as well. Arteezy and Samael, they've got to get out of here. Roger looking for the setup, gets the stun onto the Viper. Samael will be left behind. The root procs from the bear, locking him down. But Arteezy certainly finding a bit of magic for his team as he's starting to step up to the farm of that of VP's cause. They've got this track onto solo. Another track kill for EG as well.
Arteezy is definitely you can feel like I looked at him into his eyes and I could see this guy really wants to win.
Yeah.
So you can even feel it from his gameplay. Like even though they're this much behind, he really like.
He knows what to do.
He knows what to do. He really wants to win. It's been such a long time he has found success for himself, so he's really hungry at the moment.
He's just going to.
But then again, they did a two-man move and eventually got punished. I mean, they got the puck kill, which is really big, but they had to trade it for the Viper. That is just he just can't reach his ADOS. It's already like 30 minutes in, and he hasn't gotten his ADOS. Like this hero is purely an early game hero. If you have to play mid game or late game with this hero, you might just lose like that because it falls off really hard.
Oh, big arm there picked up for Pasha, has the Crimson Guard complete, so now when VP do start to push or even get ganked upon if the Underlord's about, that's going to negate a lot of the right-click damage from EG. As mid lane, S4 gets dusted up, the root is down, stun from Roger sets up, and that's going to be a dead bounty hunter. Swap back from Fly, see if they can get anything in return. They'll go with the magic missile onto the next assassin, but the fear there from Ramses knocks the two of them back. Crit will try to continue to chase, has another swashbuckle, Rolling Thunder ready, but he's going to get Dream Code held in place. Roger turns around with the stun. Crit won't be able to finish off the kill onto Roger as Pasha gets the double. 2 dead on EG. As VP, they'll push on in the middle lane, they'll be able to take this tier 1 tower and continue to hold this pretty sizable net worth advantage at 30 minutes in.
VP for sure feeling good. Probably the voice communication is like pretty much like this easy game Blias right now.
I think so. They can feel it, the tips coming out between one another. You know, there's just the team's in a good state where they're tipping their teammates rather than trying to tilt the enemy. Yeah, just build up that morale, build up that feel goods on the side. There's Ramses very close to having that relic complete on the bear. This is some textbook timing here.
This is a really good timing issue. Definitely watch my replays.
I think so. It's working out for him so far. 2-0-3, he's had a flawless game. S4 is going to have a bit of a jab at him, but only on his own. And they do now have that Atos, as you say, definitely not the timing that Samel was hoping for coming to this game, getting it around the 14-minute mark in a tournament where we've seen 9-minute timings. And in fact, mid lane, he may have got an Atos, but he's in a world of pain. Jump forward with a Dream of Coil. That's one dead. Fly trying to run, Crit rolling, thundering around, but not actually hitting onto anyone. Finally gets a proc onto Roger, but the stick charges are popped. Actually popping the Underlord ult as they're looking to get out of it. As I say, they don't need to. They're going to stick around for this as they've already killed off 2 of EG. There's no need for VP to back up. As RTZ, how's he doing? He's got these level 2 Necro book complete.
Yeah, you hate to see this. You use like an ulti and nothing happens. Nobody dies, you don't get any objectives, and you feel like, okay, now I have to wait another 2 minutes for my ulti and like, to make myself useful for the team again. It's like, what to do?
I mean, I guess the question is this game, if you're the Lycan, how easy is it going to be for RTZ to sort of find those rat opportunities with the way that VP is playing?
I think it's really hard. Just the nature of their heroes. He can't really pressure any of the cores. They're too elusive. They're too tanky. He can't really kill them. His best play is actually just pressure silence and try to make VP split on the map and then take a favorable fight with all the EG heroes. I like the S4 method, just stealing gold casually.
He needs to get it from somewhere, as he's falling behind.
Exactly.
If he can't get his own farm, he'll take yours. As both him and Samael still lacking behind by quite some distance. I mean, Crit's catching up to him. At the moment, it looks like there's sort of 3 position 4s on EG side.
I would actually love to see a smoke play from EG to try to sneak Roshan or something. Looks like the EG play right now. That used to be actually the classic EG move. They smoke up for Rosh and they just sneak Rosh with the superior damage on Roshan.
But I mean, what are the chances of getting away with that against VP?
I mean, it's pretty slim, but you have to do some moves to get back to this game, because right now, as it stands, you're getting out-farmed. And you don't necessarily even scale better to the late game, since Underlord is like an anti-carry hero. He takes your carry's damage. And Lone Druid is actually not a good late gamer, but if game progresses like this, that all his like supports and other cores are extremely farmed, it's gonna be alright for them.
Let's see what they get. They do
Yeah,
start to sweep around. I don't know if they can trap no one. I mean, no one's got Roger by his side.
No one even scouting the Roche there. He realizes like it's actually their only move right now is to try to sneak Roshan from them.
They're still chasing him. I mean, with S4 upon him, he has got ways, of course, to cancel to any sort of escape with a shuriken. He's got to see the phase shift come out.
He's dead for sure.
Yeah, he's getting knocked up and down the cliff. They get the kill. It is a big one.
That is a big kill. That's actually the comeback. Now if they can get the mid tower, it would be really big. I doubt they'll actually go for it, since there's juicy creeps on the map.
I mean, could they go for Roche? You killed a pup, 30
I think
seconds.
the Roche is so hot, but the mid tower is there's more like area to move around and evade the firestorm of Underlord. I feel like if you go Roche, he will just put the pit down, put the firestorm down, and everything's just rooted, and you're like, oh shit, we're just burning down. Oh, the Radiance is up now.
It's a quick so this 18-minute timing from Ramses. I mean, as we say, I mean, you can see it. The fact that all 3 cores of VP are pretty much exact same in farm, and just goes to show that this is sort of the farm at peak performance from VP's cores.
For sure, if you see here 3 cores equally on top of the network, something's going really great for you.
I see. EG, they're going to make the big gang. They're going to try and fight around this shrine. They go forward, looking to try and burst down the Underlord. They'll do it. That's Pasha dead. Can they get more? They've got the track out onto Solo. Solo will be able to hold back one with the disruption, but it won't save him. Double kill for Arteezy. As EG able to make the moves with Artur's ult, they get inside of the jungle. It's a bit of a risky play choosing to fight around that shrine, but they get away with it. Yeah, immediately getting the Underlord out of the fight just does so much for being able to continue and not worry about VP turning it around.
Yeah. They should definitely go for the mid tower right now, because the hero's dead and it's their best chance. No Underlord, only a couple heroes alive. But I feel like they're trying to overchase these heroes right now. They're actually wasting a lot of time. Like the respawn timer is already ticked out from the 2 VP cores, and they're back now. So mid tower is out of question again. So I feel like I didn't really see purpose of actually trying to chase for more kills here.
Yeah, especially while seeing as it was just a Nyx assassin.
Yeah,
it wouldn't have been anything too crazy. I guess, you know, they still don't want to push anything too drastic.
Interesting enough, since the Viper breaks the Underlord's passive, it actually, like, in a way counters the zero, but he still has the team items. I'm thinking if he's actually gonna go 4-staff or BKB in this game, just for the sake of not getting the passive disabled in these fights, because he just died super fast, even though he's Underlord with like 10k net worth. And you would think like this hero can't get bursted down like this, but with the Nether Toxin he just disappeared.
Yeah, it may very well be the items that Pasha's going to be thinking about. I mean, so far with the way he's been getting the gold, he's going to be able to build towards whatever he wants pretty quickly.
Yeah, I would like to see a BKB on him actually. Let's see if he thinks about it. I mean, he actually queued up the 4-staff, so he has the one idea of kiting the Nether Toxin for himself.
No, it's definitely a way to do it, and I mean, Force just offers so much, doesn't it, for your teammates as well.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower has been
so as long as he can stay out of it, he should still be feeling pretty strong in the fights with the mech and Crimson Guard done. As EG still managing to keep Arteezy right in the game. He's top net worth at the moment. Sumail and S4 still playing the catch-up. Jump forward on top like no one. Gets the Dreamcourt proc out onto the Viper. They'll move him with Roger. That's going to be Sumail bursted very low. And there's no reaction they'll be able to save, and dust out onto S4. As S4 will lose his life to it. It's not been Sumail and S4's game.
Definitely not. This is going to be a buyback from the Viper if he has it, since their towers are going to be going down here.
No, he doesn't. He's 500 gold short.
Oh, that's really bad actually. Every time you give up these kills next to objectives, you actually just lose the game usually.
I mean, yeah, those losing 2 cores. I mean, not that they were doing much anyway.
I mean, Bounty Hunter definitely just a creep.
Yeah.
At this point, all he can do is steal 40 gold from the enemy team every hit. So that's pretty much it. Looks like they just want to get the tier 3. It's actually even the better objective than the actual racks, because what tier 3 gives you, if you kill the shrines from the enemy team, it's really hard to move on the map anymore. Every move you make at that point, it becomes very obvious, since if you see the heroes on the ward, you know they can't be on the other side without, like, because there's no shrines to TP on anymore. Every move becomes so slow that the game is just really easy to play. You can be split on the map and you kind of know where the enemy heroes are and they can't really gank you.
Yeah, and especially the fact that you're therefore going to have a much more easier time of shutting down any chance of EG going for that sort of sneak back into the game Roshan play.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Lone Druid 2 love this kind of like no shrines, no tier 2s. It's like you can split the map and it's so obvious every time when the move's gonna happen because you see the lanes pushing in. Kind of like the creeps are like they're like your secondary wards in the game because they give vision to you actually.
In the mid lane, Crit is actually still alive. The finally popped shares of the Demonic Purge. Was able to burst heal himself to give him a little more time.
VP styling on.
Oh, and they know that S4's here. Jump in, dust out. Another death for the Bounty Hunter.
Solo wants to steal a kill for him. You can see actually every one of them tried to get the last hit of this kill.
Everything in this bounty.
You know they're feeling good. They're like, S4.
Poor old S4. Not been a success this game, the Bounty Hunter. At all, as VP, as you say, will start to move towards those easy objectives, take the shrines, and shut down EG's map. Somehow, though, I mean, RTZ is still, he's keeping up there with the big guys. You know, he's up there, same net worth.
Never underestimate the will to win, you know, Artuzi, my boy. He's actually one of my favorite persons in the scene.
The swap back onto the Underlord underneath the tower, see if they can kill him. A defensive disruption comes out. Jump forward from Crypt with the Rolling Thunder. They're still trying to focus down this Underlord. The Nether Toxin's down. He has been broken. Another roll forward with the Thunder will allow him to kill off Pasha. Ramses is chasing down Arteezy, though. Arteezy's trying to run himself away from the bear. He'll keep himself just outside of range of the Radiance, but Samael is dead. Crit does pick up a second kill. Roger has the damage with the stun, but in fact, he's just getting bursted. As VP, they've lost 3. EG managing to hold the defense around that area just outside of the high ground. They'll chase forward. Crit initiating with the Rolling Thunder just set the pace for the team fight. They're able to focus down Pasha at the start, get rid of that Underlord, and EG showing that they can absolutely still break down VP's ranks.
Yeah, that was amazing. Actually, the Nether Toxin from Viper, you can't really underestimate it. It's like, it just happens all of like, it's very subtle. Like, you just stand in this green stuff on the ground and suddenly you're losing HP all the time, and you know, all of a sudden you're half HP. You're like, I didn't even get hit by anything. I just stand in this green shit, you know, I just died.
Oh, talking about just dying S4. I say S4, he's got backup. Fly is going to be able to react with Crit. They're going to try and take no one out in time. He's going to resort to taking the orb out instead. In fact, Pasha cancelling the ult, feeling confident that they can't kill him, and rightfully so, as no one. Ramsey's ready to turn things. They'll jump forward with the puck, get a nice 2-man dream coil. Crit silenced up. They'll focus for the easier kill onto the Vengeful first, as Fly will fall. Roger set up with that Yule Scepter onto S4, as S4 dusted up. S4, can he get out of this one? It doesn't look like it. Another Yule's throwing him in the air, holding him in place. The Fear sends him back. In fact, that Fear nearly sort of saves him. He's still alive. In fact, it may just do. He's going to get out of there. S4, he'll be able to run away.
Pipe doing work. Clutch force that from the Pango too. These fights are not good for EG. They actually, the Viper is crucial in the lineup. It's like, I feel like it's the only way of killing heroes is actually just put this Nether Toxin down and use their spells on it and hope they're gonna die. I'm surprised VP hasn't tried to go for a Roche yet.
I was going to say, is there a reason why they haven't?
I don't really know.
Are they scared of anything around the pit?
Since they killed the left shrine already, and I feel like EG has a really hard time of actually contesting Roche because of the area is very favorable for VP because the puck can cream coil all the heroes and then the bear runs in and fears everything and you get stunned and suddenly, you know, you're just out. But at the same time, they don't have most optimal Roche killing lineup too, so... It's cool to see that Crit is actually like gaining on the net worth too. He's actually one of the cores now.
He really is.
Yeah, he decided like his
this is the power of the support Pango. It takes over.
Obviously, he decided like his bounty and Viper are now worthy. You know, it's like I'll become the man for you guys.
He's much more of a threat. He's in these team fights compared to the Viper and the Bounty. You know, the Bounty is just someone that's going to steal some gold. The Viper, sure, he's like a Nether Toxin machine at the moment.
Exactly, he's just the guy. Like Bounty just wishes his teammates kills the heroes for him, so he gets the track gold.
Look again, they get the swap in onto Pasha, trying to get rid of that Underlord at the start of the fight. Can they kill him off? They've got the Nether Toxin down. He's been broken. There is a disruption trying to save him, but Crit rolling in with the Rolling Thunder, bouncing straight to the backlines, catching the 2 supports out. They've killed off the Underlord. They'll turn towards Roger. Swashbuckle from Crit brings him down low. EG They'll get the 3 kills yet again.
Yeah, this is definitely a crit show right now. He's really bringing the game back to his team. But I wonder, like, VP is just taking all these fights without 5 heroes. Where was the Lone Root in this fight? He was just AFK in the jungle.
I think so. He was down there in that triangle, just farming away and dies half of the map, Ramses. As now, EG, they'll have no trouble walking into the Roche pit, taking the Roshan, getting that Aegis.
I feel like actually the game has turned now. I think it's favoring EG right now. Even though the slight net worth disadvantage, I think it doesn't matter. Since the nature of their heroes, they actually become stronger.
Yeah, look at that 50-50 on the win probability.
Also, the puck really needs to... he shouldn't use the coil before the Pango.
You got to save it for the Thunder.
He actually just needs to save it for the Pango ulti so the Pango doesn't stun everyone in your team.
Yeah, I mean,
it's as simple as that.
I feel like there's so many games where we're seeing Pango versus a puck, and you just don't get to see the Pango do that because the puck is always prepared to just put an immediate stop to that.
You feel like he does no impact just because of this one hero. Yeah. It's really annoying. Like Pango has some of these counters like Bane and Puck, and like you can't do anything if they really like focus you in the fights.
Yeah, we'll see if no one is a little more careful with how he throws out those dream coils now. As those last few fights, Crit has been able to go to absolute work.
Yeah, he's been nuts.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And it really is. It's keeping EG in the game. It's getting them in a position where they're able to turn around. And it still does feel, as you say, that the Nether Toxin is messing with them. Pasha's still trying to be this frontliner.
With them. That's why.
But Pasha just dies at the start of every fight.
That's why I would love to see the BKB on this hero. Usually not purchased on Underlord. It's not really like typical like Underlord, like 10 seconds of like BKB. You don't really have this massive damage.
Against this Nether Toxin.
I think you really have to, but I think he didn't think about it. And it's like, I think it punishes them right now really hard.
Because he had such a good start. I mean, Pasha was so far at the beginning of the game. But it didn't matter. That one spell...
One spell just negates everything. Yeah. It's like playing PA against Viper 2. It's like your two best, like Blur and your crit ultimate doesn't work. Like, what is this actually? Please fix, Valve. Please fix. Never mind, I like that because I'm a Viper player.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Well, I see no one. He has the full amount of gold saved up for the Aghanims that he's had queued up, and yeah, but he's going to commit for it. Buys the point booster, so we'll be able to have the Aghanims online. It's actually an interesting choice. I feel like this is not the Aghanims game, since the coil's main purpose of this game is just to stop the Pango here, nothing else. So what would you like to see? Like a Hex? Or?
Yeah, I would love to see like a Hex or a Dagon or a Lincoln Sphere even. Some of these type of items, because with Dagon 5 he can actually start like pressuring the heroes to not just like use a couple times his spells. Like how these fights go out, like he doesn't even get to use his spells twice, only once, so he feels kind of like useless. Like you have so much net worth on a one hero and you don't do much damage. It's just underwhelming.
So you can see with Crit as well, no surprise with the way the fight's going, he's still continuing to be able to roll in the items, and Samael and S4 constantly sat by his side in terms of farm. Arteezy's still the man leading the charge. AC done, BKB is going to be next on the menu for him. As they'll push on, they've got a lot of siege, as you can see. EG rip through the tier 1 tower down bottom. They're going to move on to the tier 2. We are going to see VP start to prepare for some sort of a defense. They'll look to burst down Arteezy, jump forward with the silence immediately. They've got the fear, the coil combo. Arteezy, he's gone. They'll get the Lycan VP there, see if they can step forward for more. It's Pasha trying to find him at the side. Jump forward from Crit though. He's got this Rolling Thunder going as he'll bounce around all of them. Gets the knockback onto Roger. Back towards the lane though. Samael has been left behind. The Viper will fall. S4 trying to get some tracks out. That's the Aegis gone though. See if VP can kill him a second time.
I feel like it's not a good fight for VP anymore. They need to get out.
They've got to be careful. Crit gets some good hits off with the swashbuckle. He can turn kills around and he will be able to slide in and get the kill on Pasha. As they'll lose the Underlord. They'll jump back in. Another swashbuckle. I mean, VP, they're still trying to fight this. They will buy back on Pasha for this one. Samael's still alive with that second life. He will keep focusing down Ramses, try and get everything off that he can before he falls. Viper Strike is out onto no one. We'll see if they can poke back in on this. Crit still watching from the side. I wonder if he can get back in with another swashbuckle, but it looks like he may play it safe. He does have to blink.
Crit
no one's
like,
low.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, but with the Crimson Guard out, it's not really something he can go for. They are hunting for him, but a swashbuckle and a TP will get him out. Oh no, the Dream Coil. It was their back. Ready again. They have found Crit. The Fear locking him down, the Bear blocking him off as they'll get the Pangolier.
That was surprisingly enough, even though VP won the fight, I feel like it actually favors EG a little bit. Since this was the perfect fight setup for VP. They bursted down the Lycan, nothing else, then they would have lost the fight without the underload buyback.
Yeah, they wouldn't have been able to get those trades.
Goes a little bit different, the Lycan doesn't get immediately bursted down like he kills a support or two. Like if the fight goes like this, I feel like EG is just gonna roll over this game. I feel like VP really lacks damage actually. I don't see how they're killing heroes. Even the Lycan, they got the kill with the Soul Catcher. That was actually their main damage on Lycan. Funnily enough, position 5, main damage on the enemy carry.
Middle tower is under attack.
That is such an underrated spell too. It just removes your HP.
How much percentage? What, 40%?
Yeah, it's 40% for full HP. It's just gone. It's like over 1k damage suddenly. What an amazing hero.
But as you say, you know, in an ideal situation, you need to get that other 60% from somewhere, and at the moment, it's not quite there.
I mean, Lone Druid is a low damage hero. Nyx doesn't do damage. Underlord is so. I mean, he has decent damage, and Puck is like, I think he just really needs Daken to kill heroes. That's how I feel about this hero. Every mid laner has to do damage. Like the good mid laners usually they defend towers, push towers, and they do damage, or they like the secondary carry. But Puck is more like he's just a guy doing like some CC and catching heroes.
Let's see them find S4 here. They do get the coil and the fear combo. EGR heading up, but will not be able to get there in time to save S4. We'll see if they're able to strike back and take a fight. Now they know that there's no Dream Coil. Rue's going to be popped down, but here comes Crit with the Rolling Thunder. With no worry if the Dream Coil, Crit knows that he can just get stuck in, start to go to work. They are going to try and take them out here. Pasha looking to go for the old outfit. Can they kill him in time? They can. That's going to be Pasha dead. Now they'll try and beat down onto Sumail. Sumail being focused by the Vendetta here from Roger. Another Fear out, locking down the Viper as Sumail will fall. VP still able to take the fight despite losing their Underlord this time.
Yeah, I feel like EG shouldn't be getting caught like this. I mean, it's easy to play with Bounty Hunter like this because you're actually really hard to catch, and they had to commit the Dream Coil, and that actually gave the opportunity for EG to take the fight. But I think they didn't quite hit their spells as they wanted to. Like the Pang ulti wasn't the best this time around, and VP turned it back around.
So if they can force out some buybacks now. But this top rack's already exposed. 40 seconds with Sumail dead. Target to see Crit swashbuckle forward. Does get hit by the coil. They jump forward. Can they kill off this man in time? They get a stun out. He's still alive though, Crit. Crit will not die there. So a bit of a saving grace for him as now VP actually backing away. They've forced out the buyback from Sumail. See if EG can find any kills with this buyback. Arteezy has the ult ready to go. See if he can chase down anybody. Already no one has managed to get himself back to the fountain. Arteezy, he's got his eyes on Ramses. Ramses would be a beautiful kill to find. He's tracked up. They've got the Necro books out. BKB popped. Ramses goes for the TP. They don't have anything to cancel it. They do fly. In range with the swap. They get the Lone Druid kill.
I've been into this situation so many times. The whole enemy team chasing for me. I'm like, help me, team. Such a slow hero, Lone Druid.
And there was nothing that VP could do to keep Ramses alive. I mean, now at this point, you can see sort of in the net worth, Pasha, he's fallen down to the ranks of Sumail and S4 this game after such an incredible start. As now it's just down to 3 heroes there at the top that are really in that scary position in terms of farm: the Lone Druid, the Puck, and of course Arteezy's Lycan.
Yeah, it's quite inspiring how farm Arteezy is actually in this.
That he's keeping up with a Midas Radiance Lone Druid and a Midas Puck.
Exactly.
That's how much Arteezy's doing.
Usually Lycan games go like this. Either you win in 25 minutes or you just lose. But this game, he's actually starting to scale. Like, Lycan is a funny hero in a way. Like, you're a early game powerhouse, and to mid game till 20 minutes, you're really strong. After that, you fall off for 20 minutes. But in the late game, you're strong again because you get all these right-click damage items on your real hero, and you start to do really mean damage, actually.
I mean, considering the way that this game started, this has to be, let's say, one of the best Lycan Pro performances here.
Definitely.
The chaos that was going down in the laning stage and at the beginning of the game, the fact that Arteezy has just somehow farmed this well.
He had a really rough lane too, actually.
He's got what, over 320 CS at the moment, 7-1 and 10. This is Lycan at peak performance.
Exactly. To be fair, like like RTZ has been known for his Lycan.
Yeah,
Even
for years.
when I
For
started in
decades,
pro
for
scene,
centuries.
exactly. I started in pro scene. I watched
Yeah.
RTZ replays. I was like, oh, RTZ is farming these ancient creeps really good.
RTZ
you know?
farm, wow.
Wow, I just watching like, okay, I'm gonna play Lycan, okay? I'm gonna farm ancient creeps, I'm gonna push towers, I'm gonna kill heroes. That was my 3 pointers learning how to play Lycan. That was the good times when I played like 2 heroes. Kuro gave me like, okay, you play Lycan and Ursa, and that's it.
Hey, it works out.
Maybe Lone Root.
Good times. Now there's no one. Of course, with the puck, with the GPM, he's got a lot of money on the puck. He's thinking of what to get. He's got that E-Blade queued up. I mean, I feel like he's realizing they need more burst. They've got to try and actually build something to get the kills. You're going to see Solo gets taken out in the mid lane, but with only a 2k lead, VP struggling. I mean, this game, it really does feel like EG. Mainly sort of what, as you'd say, what sort of Crit and RTZ's performance this game has just put EG in a position where they can absolutely take this game now.
Yeah, top tier performance by these 2 players right now. I feel like the puck actually just needs the Dagon. Even the EB is it's burst okay, but they don't have that many spells to put on the EB. So.
Stream.
Oh, that's a really nice team.
It is onto the 3 of them. They get the fear out as well as the root, holding them down. We'll see if they can.
DD RTZ.
Let's see if they can.
RTZ is reaching for them.
He's going for it. He's on top of Roger. Roger will be able to use up. Greaves is going to be popped. They'll jump forward with the Rolling Thunder. Can they kill them in time? The Rolling Thunder actually holding them back. Is Pasha going to be able to take it running home? He is. Pasha will be able to save them. He gets them out with the ult.
He's just casually like, okay, nothing happened, you know. Player Cavi was like looking, yep.
And look at this quick play as well.
As usual.
VP, they're straight out of the shrine.
Oh,
they're ready to
really
try and get something going immediately. Even though EG's going to know that they went back to the base, VP is straight back out on the map.
Yeah, they know that actually EG's cooldowns are way more impactful for them than it's for VP. They don't have the coil, no Underlord ulti, no Vendetta, or the purge from the SD. Like, these don't really do that much in the fights, but Pango ulti and Lycan ulti are absolutely necessary for EG to take fights.
RTZ picks up his next big item. He has the MKB. As VP, as you say, looking to punish this timing. They get the coil down onto Fly and RTZ. RTZ the big one. First force gets him away. Second force gets him further away from VP. EG keeping RTZ safe. Fly will be the sacrificial lamb as it looks to be. The fears out onto the 2 of them. Fly will fall, but RTZ, he's now ready to fight back at them. The BKB pop, he's in and on top of Pasha. Pasha dead for 70 seconds, and RTZ with that ultimate, he's ready to try and chase for more as they'll move on at the same time. Crit playing around with no one, keeping him out of the fight. RTZ jukes the stun, keeps on chasing, tracks out onto Solo. RTZ gets another. He's going to keep going. There's 3 dead on VP. No one's buying back. Spike Carapace will slow down RTZ for a little bit, but the Purge, the slow, he's going to keep on going with that Necro Army. S4 running him down with the track. Another stun dodged by the both of them. No one's going to be careful.
Can smell the gold.
He bought back for this.
Can smell the gold. 20 gold talent. So 150 gold. Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Plus 126. Oh my goodness.
That has to feel good. Now he feels like he's actually contributing to the game.
Yeah, he's
stealing like the 8k gold from the puck all the time. Like, give me your gold. Oh, he actually opted for the Octarine core.
My goodness. I mean, look, I mean, as you say, you're not too impressed with the puck item build this game.
Not really. No. I feel like he really should have gone for the damage. But I mean, Octarine in a sense is damage that he can use his spells more often. Obviously, I'm not a person to speak about that, but
look at this. EG now 8k ahead. It feels like VP. I mean, what do they do at this point to get back in? It seems so hard now.
Their best actually fight is gonna be in front of the base where they can hit actually their spells and as they wish to. A lot of these fights, they have to use Dream Coil for 1 or 2 people and then they just get crushed. They actually need really big ultimates from the puck.
I'll see Roger. He's got.
Now they actually opted to put the Aegis on Lycan instead of the Viper. The purpose of Viper Aegis, you want to take fights because Viper is a really strong fighter with the Aegis, but Lycan, they want to siege with the Lycan now, so they want to put the Aegis on the guy who's in front, actually hitting the tower.
See how it's easy here, trying to claim a bit of extra gold, but Ramses with the fear will keep the wolf at bay. RTZ just pushing in the spawn lane, just about to hit his level 25 too.
That's actually interesting if he's gonna go for the wolves or the other talent. What's the other talent actually?
That's the
Chance, Shapeshift, Courier, Strike. I never got on these 2 talents actually.
Well, because the game's just over.
The game is usually...
the game's well over.
Lycan usually just go... The gameplay is kind of like that, but...
Dire's
I'm
bottom
interested.
tower has
I think he takes the
It's
right.
actually-
He's not going to take the wolf summons, is he?
I don't think so. But it really pushes fast because the wolves do
Sure,
extra
yeah.
damage on buildings, so it really pushes towers fast. But if you take the crit, you have like 80% crit chance on all your units
Yeah,
on the
it's
hero.
ridiculous,
It's actually
yeah.
like it's the Jug crit pretty much, and you just crit every hit.
Yep. And I mean, you know, who cares about how fast you can push if the enemy's all dead, you know?
Exactly.
So we'll see.
Oh, he took the wolves.
He takes the
5
wolves.
wolves.
Okay.
Wolves, that's your door.
He's got the wolves. Apparently, wolves need no extra crit. They need more wolves.
I
Well, you
really
know,
want to see this actually. When the
he's a
wolves
friendly
start
guy.
hitting the tower, it's like it's melts down actually.
He's got the gang back together. Yeah, all these wolves are out
The
ready to
gang.
push.
Blocking S4.
There we have it.
I wonder if he's just gonna start chipping all the tier 3 towers, like put the walls in
We'll
from
go for the
one
split.
side. Yeah, he's just like
We'll see.
chip them away like this all the time.
Let's see how good his micros.
Yeah, the good old alliance gameplay. You know, send some 3Ns on the towers, and you know, just chip them away.
I mean, look at this. The coverage. Sweep them across the map like this. It's
Yeah, you see everything.
Yeah. It's
3 wards.
yeah, mobile wards. Makes it incredibly hard for VP to get anything past you on the map. And no one will be able to push that top wave all the way back round.
That's good split pressure. It forces EG to go back.
Now we'll see who is going to be the one to go back for that.
I think they want to put their fastest hero there. I think the Viper is the fastest pusher. Actually, it's Pango, obviously.
Okay.
I missed that completely. He just waves the creeps fast and comes back to his team. Like he's already, like he waved the creeps, he already connects back to his team because they want to get something down with the Aegis. But they also know like pushing high ground is not the easiest here, since the puck spam and the Underlord Rainfire just negates all your like units. They just disappear. Oh, the 5 wolves.
Look at it go.
The dream.
Cut in the creep wave.
They can't even beat the creep wave.
No. No. Needs more wolves.
These wolves.
Gabe, and please buff.
Next patch is +4 wolves.
But is it better than +3 wolves? That's mid lane. I mean, VP.
That'd be funny. Oh shit,
The
Solo.
wolves.
The wolves getting
The
up
wolves.
on them.
Get out of it, Solo. They've got the Crimson
no.
Guard. The wolves. Alright.
It looks so funny. I can't take it.
I mean, if you're VP, do you have to get out and make a play outside of the base, or is your best bet just your high ground defense?
I think
now?
the high ground defense is their only choice by now. It's like they kind of know that EG scales better to the late game, but it's like there's nothing really to do. If they leave the base, they give EG chance to have a good fight on them, because Lycan likes these like open area fights that he can just flank them and kill the supports first and then focus the cores down. VP doesn't really have these kind of heroes. Like they don't have like this quick burst damage in their lineup.
See no one getting caught out. I say caught. He has got the backup of Roger. The 2-man stun. They do get the root and the firestorm out upon S4.
Where's EG's players? Help your boys.
S4's going to be dusted.
You're connecting.
Let's see if they come around from the side. Magic missile will hold Ramsey's back. Pasha's already preparing to get out of it. His crit moves him with the brother. The swap. Oh, he got Ramses away. As Ramses is separated from the rest of the team, he is not going to get that free trip back home. As Ramses bounced around by Crit's Rolling Thunder, Fly with that swap, making sure that Ramses could not escape with the rest of the team. As now the push is ready to go. EG, there's no buyback on the Shadow Demons, so EG know that they can do a lot of damage these days. They've got those extra wolves. They're going to start sieging as well at the moment, punching through that backdoor protection. The creep wave's just about to come in. They have got the fortification. There's the buyback from Ramses. And buyback is now available for Solo. He'll use it immediately.
Look at the damage on the towers with the wolves. It's insane.
I mean, and look at the damage on EG's heroes. It's not there. There's no damage. There's RTZ. He's going to put the BKB. They just can't kill any of EG's heroes. VP do not have the means to do the damage, as they will at least be able to push them back after they lose the tier 3 tower. But still, VP, they just don't have that kill potential.
Dire's top shrine
No, not
is
really.
under
Now here we go. But maybe it's a little too late. The Dagon is out.
Dagon is coming. And it's there. Dagon 5 soon. I feel like it's too late. It's already 46 minutes. The impact of the item is not gonna be that strong anymore.
And what about, is this the way you have to do it at this point as Lone Druid? Go the Axe?
I mean,
Let's go the
definitely needs
split.
Axe. They actually need some crazy split push shenanigans here. I feel like their fights are just way too rough. I don't see them killing any heroes.
No. Oh, they'll kill the bear.
That's actually his only bear. It's really unfortunate. I've been there so many times. Okay, you're like a 30k net for Lone Druid, and suddenly you have only Tranquil Boots.
Yeah.
Your character's only Tranquil Boots.
That's a lot of money that's just off the map for 50 seconds.
Then you're like, at this point, you're like considering if you would have the 3 gold, do you sell your axe to buy the refresher to buy like a...
yeah, I guess so. You gotta think about those.
These kind of things, they're like, I can't do it.
I mean, look at Crit. He's got an Abyssal Blade. I mean, this Pangolier, he's got everything that he could hope for, and he's going to try and chase this one down with the Rolling Thunder. See if no one can get out of there. Oh, that force forward. I like it.
Oh, he's not going to go there.
No, he's not.
Oh, get juked.
No. Oh, meanwhile, in the jungle.
Okay, Nyx was no more, actually.
No, he wasn't even there.
He was not even there.
As Roger does have buyback.
This is probably the favorite moment of the Lycan gameplay. Like, you're 25, you have all the items you want.
And look at those wolves go. Nearly taking that Ranger Axe.
Yeah.
Won't quite. Crimson Guard will keep the rack safe. But I mean, each and every time, these little pokes pushing out buybacks from VP.
Even the Ventures BKB, you know.
Radiant are scanning.
That's rare to see position 5 with BKB. Usually you aim for the 3 bracer build. Like, that's your end goal in the game. You get the 3 bracers in, and you're good. I did my job. I bought the items I wanted. I'm good now.
Oh, and now I guess, yeah, that nasty 25, the silence on the Nether Toxin. Yeah, good luck playing against that.
That's really good, especially against Puck. Like, you just put it down, and suddenly your silence is like, okay, that's another bear down. I think it's safe to say, like, this game is over.
It certainly looks to be it. It certainly looks to be it. As EG, I mean, this game, honestly, RTZ and Crit's backs right now.
How many DD is it on the Lycan already? Yes, DD again. I think they're gonna like put some presence on top lane, and Lycan is gonna get the bottom racks now. He already ulted for it.
Oh, and that is a Shadow Demon swapped into Oblivion and ripped apart from by EG. Is that solo dead?
Yep, GG's called.
And
I mean, they know. I mean, what carry is
again? An RTZ Lycan. Honestly, RTZ Lycan. If there was any other questions, people poking at this man, you got to look at this game and say, wow, that is some of the best, like, in fact, the best Lycan in the world. I dare say.